Hello everyone and welcome to Quality RPGs. Today we are having part 47 of the Kingdom Come Deliverance II playthrough, and we just delivered some evidence.
What did he give you for it?
Sure, I tell you and you dob me in.
Are you crazy? Why would I...
About the secret mint, and I think we will actually continue to speak to Rosa. Okay, I think we need to actually speak to her before leaving.
No, I just want to be sure.
I'm sorry.
So was she upstairs? There.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey. Well, you don't need to answer.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me.
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you. So, it leads to the cellars. But the outside entrance is hidden. You can find the exact place if you know where.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a...
Well, no. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before...
A wayside shrine?
Are you a crit? Never mind. It's a big white column. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of...
If it's still...
I hope so too. Anyway, and now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one. And again, that should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rock. You dig there, and you should get to the passage.
That's complicated.
Shit, that's damn complicated.
Of course it is. After all, you don't want any old idiot to find the secret passage.
True enough. But...
Maybe in a while. Getting into the castle is the easy part.
You're right. Horse...
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask...
Are you serious? I just...
Exactly. Please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay...
You got it well figured out. Thanks.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said, you know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mount... Papa would never admit it. But alone, we wouldn't... You've earned the right to the gratitude, and...
I'm glad I could help you and your...
The pleasure is ours. But tell me, would you do it if you didn't need...
Well, I don't know if we'd ever have met under different circumstances. But one way or another...
I hope your word carries... At any rate, I also require some help, but you mustn't
Okay.
breathe a word of it to anyone.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov,
And what might
a
that...
book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry, but if you're going...
And what book is this?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated.
What do you mean, uninitiated?
Really? Mea culpa. So if you do find the book, you'll be able...
Well, yeah.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why...
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly...
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself a... Find it nice and quiet.
Your wish is...
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't... And take this, so you don't get lost.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget... And Henry...
Okay.
Sorry.
So I guess the way out was here.
Come here!
Where is the horse? Okay, apparently not allowed.
Come here!
I don't know what you said to the Mint Master, but he left here looking like he'd met the Grim Reaper. May God be with you, Henry.
Okay, that's nice. And let's try to solve the murder mysteries a bit. Hashtal, okay, there. So let's get to Bylani. Okay, of course we go to help him. We are the good guys.
Do it! Rip your arms open! Come on! Go to hell! Hey, fuck that! Slice him up! Go fuck yourself! Got blood, yeah? You're no match for us, fucker!
Mercy.
We'll see if I let you go or not.
Huh?
I'm not gonna just let you leave. You're not going anywhere until I say so.
I surrender.
Give me everything you have.
All right, easy now. Just
Okay. And here is the other guy. So how come I'm having this much to carry at the moment? Yeah, perhaps we don't actually need these shields. We don't need... Well, Knight's Axe might be actually rather nice. We don't need all these torches. Nor that. Nor that. Oh, that's quite expensive. This as well. So I think I could move to horse, at least some of these. Yeah, I guess we'll drop that. Okay, good. Okay, so... Okay, so practically went and kicked him. Okay, well, I guess it was only us giving him leave to leave, so I guess that makes sense. Water-driven sawmills. Some kind of caravan. So what are we supposed to be doing here?
My respect.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the four.
Okay. No one over there. Might be...
Are you the foreman?
If you're here for charcoal, you'll have to...
I'm not here about
Okay.
charcoal. I'm looking for...
Aha!
I heard she was consorting with some...
Well, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Let's have a chat. Okay, not then. Charcoal burners camp.
Can I help you?
Okay, at least someone is inside. Yeah, I'm leaving.
You see, it didn't even hurt. What are you hoping about your eh?
Hello.
Fuck's sake. All our ale's gone.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the mud.
So, do we practically just need to pick the lock?
God, no.
Okay,
What's that no? Hey!
and there you are.
What are you doing here?
No!
You're not allowed.
No, 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 no.
Hey now! You can't just steal food from our pot.
You're right.
Give up now, or I'll call the guard.
I'm sure we can sort this out.
You're eating our food, are you? You'd better pay for...
Yeah.
Now, you're right.
That's better? I'm glad that we... Come now, you can't be...
Yeah.
Who are you? If you came here to... I'm not afraid of you.
Don't be afraid.
So, what do
Lumir asked me to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From...
Exactly. Someone killed a girl, so maybe you could help us find out.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since...
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye.
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the... I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to...
Did you see?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and he was terribly strong.
And how did you manage to break?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand and I hit him with it. He howled and let me...
Here.
No. First to my room. I was so scared there. I took what I could.
And your lover?
At first he was horrified because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher. He's been hiding me here since...
Okay.
What was it like?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, people... Well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just... Especially in a place, but you can't overdo it either.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a growth. You have to keep a balance.
Okay.
You said that rich or poor.
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man. But
Is that so?
he smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him, but that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the...
Von Grolla had a servant with...
Aye, a pudgy fella. He never said a word or smiled.
You walked home from the bat?
What's so odd about...
Well, no.
Ah, right. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale, and took a bath while they drank...
Ah. So that's why you had...
Right. I went there
The same way ever...
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't...
And who knew that you went by yourself?
Well, everyone from the...
Why didn't you go back?
Just to get murdered. I'm never...
How are you now?
And I can't even really...
Do you remember anything important about...
I don't know anything.
And what about when you hit him?
He let me go.
Aha. And what did he...
He said Scheisse.
Okay.
Seems you're the only one to survive. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it. Or when you were running away.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street.
No.
You didn't see anything or hit...
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty, but when I looked, there was nobody there.
Did you understand what they were talking?
Not at all. But there were two.
It's difficult, I understand. Aside from those voices and the empty...
I didn't hear him at all.
And nothing else?
Well, no. He just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then?
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him
Couldn't it have been
Father Prokop.
No, he's pretty old.
I don't know him. And if he's an old...
Okay.
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy.
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
I reckon that'll...
I'm sorry I'm not able to help.
Oh, you don't need to apologise.
Thank you.
If it's in my...
When you catch that bastard, would you...
I'll stop by...
Take care then.
Okay. Good.
Mutt! Mutt!
Okay, there is the horse. And we can continue to Bilani. And from there to here. And what's that? Huntsman Lodge.
Heel!
Once again my horse is somewhere.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Huh. So what's the matter with you?
There now.
Have I not praised it enough?
Go! Ja! Ja! Ja!
Am I going to the right direction? I think I might actually be.
Go! Go!
Oh, not over there. I think it's that
Quick.
village over there. Rather nice sight.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Miller,
Excuse me.
Rapstein, Hired Hand, Housemight,
Lord be with you.
Paint,
Are you Pint?
I am.
Pint.
Why?
I'm looking for his denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonehad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's.
Actually, I don't really know him that well. But he's the only one I know who knew Denner. And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right.
I wouldn't entirely count on that. So you...
I knows Dana all right, but she ain't be. Why are you looking for her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's...
Kurva.
What can you tell me about...
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home.
And what about Sternad?
Sternad was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him...
Uh-huh.
That's because... That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they... And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go...
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuable.
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings...
Okay.
She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket.
And what about that signet ring?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself.
Where did she go next from here?
That she did. She also had a feeling someone...
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg.
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he...
And did you see him?
No. But she even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look...
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods. So no past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains...
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the...
Fuck! I made a point of looking, but I didn't...
Is Dennis Scott?
Aye. I wanted to give it...
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me. Here you go.
And could it have been...
What do I know? If he has a horse and...
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job.
I don't know.
And could it have been...
And who would that be?
He's this bard.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll go and check it.
I hope you don't. Farewell, sir.
Okay, so now what? Okay, can we get across?
Whoa!
Seems we can. Some voices.
That has to be that ford Clank was talking about. I should take a look around here.
Perhaps I should also save. I mean, with weak savior snaps. Okay, perhaps I need to go to check over there. So someone has been grabbed and moved this way. Okay, let's get back over there. So now we are where we are supposed to be. What? Track. Okay. almost thought that was a grave.
What is it, Mutt?
Oh.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh. She's been long. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, she must have put up a fight. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, rips are odd. Like someone was...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get... Oh, my God. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Was she trying to hide it? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good...
Yeah. So what's this place? Some kind of stash. Okay.
Search.
Okay, so nothing to search. Just wonder, I think we should visit there. Let's see if we can have
Come here.
some kind of a fast travel point over there. That would help quite a bit, because I think I want to solve the murder before, or the murder case before continuing this main quest.
Quick.
It seems that there are a bit fewer those bandits around here than compared to the Troskovich region. Come on. Oh, perhaps this is a wrong way. Yes, it is. But we could turn to left
Quick.
rather soon.
Whoa. Whoa.
What's here? Some kind of a camp.
Whoa.
So this should be it.
Quick.
And here we are. But can we get
Whoa.
fast travel area?
God bless you.
You too. Okay, so apparently no fast travel points over here. That's a shame, but I guess we just have to continue. Then
Hail Mary.
blacksmith, hired hand,
Oh, you much.
Fiolka. And here is this Hashtal.
I'd like my horse bathed.
I will get right to it. Coin?
Oh,
I'll pay.
that's
Here are your gross.
quite
Thank you very much.
expensive.
Now then, where is this? Look at that glistening mane.
Okay, that's nice.
What's new here?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try.
Okay, could we trade
Show me your-
something? Okay.
Nothing would you.
The Ruthards.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the. I don't want to have anything more to do with him.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that...
Sakura. Nobody.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come...
Sorry for being a bit hostile-like. Good to hear that Sir Quinlan still... Give him my greetings. And so...
Sure.
So, tell me.
I'm planning a certain enterprise.
An enterprise, you...
That would be wise. And I need you to...
That's quite a lot. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from somewhere a bit further from here, so I don't get in the...
Of course. The last... And the Ruthards promised to pay for the horse.
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, there's a kind of band of rock. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find there's a well-trodden patch of ground there. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him there. Recently...
Thanks.
You ought to. I wish you the best.
Okay. So I just hope that finding these places will be happening step by step. Okay, and now what? A group of stones by the road. So
Here, Mutt!
group of stones by the road, so this one perhaps? Behind it, old chapel. Or perhaps it's this one. Not looking like an old chapel. Let's head back over here. So a shrine and then a pile of rocks. A group of stones, okay. Not a pile. And I guess it's not these rocks over here. Group of stones. That's only an individual stone. There could be stones. Any direction from which those stones might be? A group of stones, yeah. On the wayside of the road. So, I guess we will just enter the forest and see what we find. No chapels over here. Okay. So... what? So this is the group of stones, okay. So...
This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about. I was supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well, let's see.
Okay. Over there. Oh. And I actually did take some damage.
The chapel directed me here. There's no doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing.
Okay, a stone cross. That's not a cross. Could it be over here? Okay, there. And to north and bit to the east.
But
Okay. So to north and bit to the east. And here is the next one. Okay. And east and somewhat to the north. A marked spot should be found.
A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. I'll need to get a spade first.
Oh, come on. Okay. basically
Mutt!
it's back to Gutenberg to buy a spade. Well, I wanted to finish the let's explore.
Mutt!
There. I mean, perhaps we could find some bandits. But let's get to Gutenberg.
I apologize.
Okay, so let's sleep until morning, and let's hope that the baths and armor are both open, so we can sell our excess gear and at the same time. Okay, so let's go to visit the armorer and the baths before visiting Lumiere.
So that's why.
Okay, that should be quite nice. And then let's take the best helmets they have available. And perhaps we could haggle a bit.
Word about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Let's try this one.
Aye, you'll convince me with that. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And come again.
And then let's see. We do have some gear. We could probably sell.
Show me.
Oh, perhaps I should actually. Okay.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Show me your.
And let's do the deal now. He should have quite a bit of money. Okay.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
And then I think we can sell the rest.
Bad.
over here, and did I actually buy the shovel? Well, in any case, we are going to buy one. Yeah, let's trade. Or spade. And perhaps these might be useful as well. And we can... sell at least those.
Thank you.
And oh, so I need to eat. Well, not going to help much, but at least we can get rid of them at the same go. Perhaps they have something to eat at the bathhouse.
Service is kind of... Where's that beer?
Okay.
Greetings. What's with all the blood?
And I think we can get rid of the Henry. Yeah.
You clean
Okay,
up
good.
well.
What would you like?
Show me.
So let's take some of these.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir. What do you need?
I need him.
Certainly.
I'd like you...
Great.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
There we are. You're always welcome. It happens.
And then let's go to find Lumiere. But perhaps before that, I would like to see about apothecary. Because some strong potions might be rather useful in some situations. So I think we have some apothecary.
From the best grape.
I think it's over there. Yeah, there should be the sign.
Was wünschst du?
So, perhaps a couple of those. Perhaps a couple of those might be useful. That, or rather, some of those. Those. That might be nice. Okay. Do you have, or do we have anything that's of interest to you? Well, these.
Danke und viel Glück.
Okay. And let's go to visit Lumiere. And once again, I have no idea where he is. But I want to keep that marker on the place we have found. For the secret passageway. Okay, here.
I found out some interesting things about those murders.
That's wonderful news. I promised Catherine.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you.
Will you send for her? So,
I hope nobody else.
I reckon I've found...
And do you know who the
Not exactly.
I've asked around a bit.
Is that so? See, I was...
I didn't do all this.
Well...
Well?
Well...
You can't be...
Uh-huh.
Prokop.
No. Really?
So I see we did...
Well?
I'm not entirely sure.
Go on, then.
Let's talk about Yark.
What did you learn about...
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart.
Really?
Okay.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried.
And did you learn...
No. Yark has started working...
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble.
Ah, so...
A very wealthy... The mother is quite devout. Known to spend a lot of...
So...
That would be...
Before her death.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that.
Maybe.
That doesn't mean...
Means she had some relation...
And now, most importantly...
I didn't know that.
To make it impossible to tell she was...
May God...
Do you know who she was pregnant with?
She didn't tell me.
It had to be someone from those...
Prokop is convinced that she...
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee.
Really?
Okay.
What?
It doesn't matter.
And were you as sure then as you are...
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps. But why would he...
But then he could never...
Why not?
That's all I was...
You still found...
But it's not an...
But we can agree...
Agreed. Somebody...
I'm sure William...
William isn't the only man with a prick.
Such language.
That William isn't the only man in the city.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him.
I suppose you're right.
I managed to find...
Alive?
I did.
So...
She is. She said she was attacked, but when she walked by...
And...
She was holding an empty pitcher. And she...
Did she get a look at it?
No, she didn't stop to...
And what about the...
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her... She said she was...
You mean...
Who knew?
Apparently. She also... Well, according to...
Doesn't almost...
Depend...
Except none of... According...
That's...
The only word he uttered.
So...
Even I...
Besides...
So we have...
Or in a
I asked...
Maybe...
I don't...
Stan you... And that's... Perhaps. And that's all...
I'm so glad.
Me...
I don't think so. I managed...
You found her?
No.
And where did you...
Pretty far. Someone called... I reckon she...
So he didn't...
She'd been lying. Judge him. And what's...
So...
She said so...
On horse?
Only as a... Father...
What?
He had also... Is then a...
Von Groll.
Ah, that...
Assumptions.
So,
Say it's pretty
several
obvious.
leads
Just
to
left the
Von
ring.
Groll.
Buy her.
Ah, that's awful.
Come now.
I suspect one
Yeah.
of
What leads you to...
Are you sure?
the... Yark...
Yeah.
Perhaps the...
That's possible.
Alice. Yark...
Sack...
But
Is then...
but it's...
Is then...
That's true.
It's all...
And that's all...
So...
Well, old...
So do we ring...
Aye.
I don't have a...
They'll just lock...
So...
There's nothing else.
We have to...
You could sneak...
Or...
Catherine.
So I...
You're a...
Okay. Time to see Von Groll's. Not that way. So it's right over here, okay?
Is this the...
Yes?
I've come on account of old Von Grolle.
You aren't the first.
I'm skilled in...
Well, I don't know if I want to let...
Ordinary herbalist? I beg your pardon? What would apothecary... Monks in the oldest mon...
That's true. I lived for quite some time in a My apology.
That's all right.
Come inside. But before you begin your healing... Take care,
Okay, so
friend.
let's have a chat with the mistress of the house.
I've come to treat you.
Is that so? Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. But I suppose you'll first want...
Tell me all you...
It's been a long time. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily.
What trembling?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. If he'd at least ask God for...
Okay.
How long has he...
It must be years now that he's been this bad. But his hands started... God only knows if it isn't from all that endless...
You say he drank?
Uncontrolled.
What else?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's not all...
That's none of your business.
If I'm to treat him...
Fine then. But if I ever hear that you told anyone my husband's a heathen and an unbeliever who fornicated with every other... Men are prone to that. I know all about that. Like father, like...
I'll cure your husband.
I don't know. In my opinion, it's natural and just that God punished him. But not even the greatest sin.
Okay.
What else?
I don't really like... But...
And how is this...
Check it yourself.
Okay.
What does he get?
The cook prepares his meals.
Do you have any idea?
Am I a physician?
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past?
I don't know about any old injuries. But Gotslin never...
I'll go and take...
Okay. And where is the cook? There.
God be with...
I came to heal your master.
But of course, sir. Mostly like one, Sawbones already told us what the old gent should eat. He told us to give him some wine sparingly.
Which physician treated him?
Some gent called Albeek from Moravia, I heard.
And why doesn't he eat?
How should I know? He used to be very fond of chasing women and boozing, true. But at least he was all...
Okay.
Why did she...
Master used to drink a lot, and mistress weren't too...
Thanks.
Yeah, well...
Just like the cook said, he hasn't eaten much at all.
Okay. So here he is.
Well, you really won't be telling. I know he doesn't get around much, but if he doesn't eat much, then... It's true. I don't know why he's shaking, but it has to... Friend.
What?
Yeah. You know, if I lived with a shrew like that, I'd say, you must be lonely. His wife said he's suffering. I better take a look at it now.
Okay.
So, let's see what we have here. Well, that's not much, but his stool is fine, other.
Okay.
I won't find, and even if I can't cure him, a decoction for the pain should alleviate that trembling. But he has to start eating. I'm sure he's not eating because he's miserable here alone all the time.
Okay. So actually the game crashed and I know a bit about how to do with this, so let's begin the treating.
I'll give you a digestion decoction. Drink up. It'll help you. I'll give you a decoct. Here. Sip it slowly, so you don't choke on it. You know what? I know what you need. Here's some wine. You're weak, so... And not a word to your wife.
No.
Sure.
Good.
And especially...
Okay, and...
I heard you didn't need to be asked twice in your day. What? I reckon you must really miss that. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing...
Yes.
I knew it. I took one look at you and I said to myself, here lies a fellow who could teach me. I bet that you know every tavern and every alehouse. But don't worry. This'll all pass and you'll be back. The alehouse wenches shriek when you pinch her arse. The sharp taste of the wine, the greasy smoke from the kitchen where meat is roasting. And you'll be enjoying it again. As soon as we get you... That's all I can do.
Son.
What? I don't know where he is. I see you're still shaking.
Think. Son.
Okay. So that's done. And actually... Here is the chest we need to pick. So before doing that we need to use strong quick finger potion and what was it? Fox? No, that's speech. Buck's blood, no. Chamomile brew, embrocation. Perhaps agility could help me as well. And let's... Okay. So that didn't quite work out. Oh, from here. Well, that's not very nice. I guess I need to be a bit more careful around there. But at least the dialogues should be quite a bit faster this time.
Is this...
Yes,
I've...
you are.
I'm...
Well,
ordinary monks...
That's my...
That's all right.
Come in. I'll be with you, sir.
I've come to treat...
Is that... But I...
Tell me...
It's been...
What trip?
Not to talk now if he'd...
How long...
It must guard...
How long is...
It must guard...
You say... What else?
Yeah.
But that's...
That's...
If I'm...
Fine, my hut man.
I'll cure...
It's...
What else?
I don't... But...
And...
Check it.
What is
The cook...
Do you have it?
Am I...
Look, you might...
I don't...
I'll go and...
Okay, and then there is the cook.
Good day.
Okay.
But if once he told
Which fit?
some
And why?
house he used
Why did...
must
Thanks.
not be with you, sir.
And perhaps... Well, let's treat him first.
Just like the cook said.
That's
He hasn't eaten much
quite
at all.
expensive cross.
I'm a fist... I know, but if he doesn't... Miss Trip, I don't know. Friend.
What?
Yeah. You must feel... His wife. I better tell... So, let's see what we have here. Well, that's not much. I won't... And even if a decor... He has to start... I'm sure he...
So it seems I'm becoming quite a physician.
I'll give you... Drink up. I'll give you a Here. I'll come back.
And we need to have the wine.
You know... Here's some wine. And not...
No.
Sure. And it's... I reckon... I knew... I took... I bet the... But don't worry. The ale had grease. Then you'll be... That's a...
Son.
What? I don't... What's the...
Son.
Okay. So... Did we get any perk points? Yes, we did. Horsemanship. And survival. Okay, and perhaps it might be a good idea to save.
What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Your husband?
Really? Lord,
No, I didn't heal you.
of course. It would be arrogant of us to think we can, but you should thank God too that you were able to, just so you don't think I don't appreciate.
Thank you, kind.
And now,
Well,
please
that's nice.
excuse me. I'll go.
Certainly, ma.
Good to see you, my friend.
No business here, you thief. Get over here, or I'll call the guards.
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
You won't come here making...
Okay.
And what if I...
Leave me alone. I won't say... Let's go. Off with you.
Yeah. Let's try loading. Perhaps we will do a bit better if we close this door. Okay. And then let's drink strong quick finger potion and what was the strong embrocation. Okay, so perhaps now we will be able to open this, as I'm not an expert lockpick in the game. So this area over here, well, that was quite close.
Damnation.
This is not going to be easy. I guess I need to try to memorize the golden spot a bit better. Come on, come on, come on.
Damn.
Ah!
Shit.
I don't like the music at all. I think someone is coming here. Okay, a good start. There. And we have it.
Hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Okay, so not that we have those potions active. This should be rather easy pickings, okay. So much for that.
We'll work this out. No need to call anyone.
tried to rob us. The bailiff's going to eat you alive.
How about I give you a beating?
Wait, leave me alone. I won't have...
Okay, let's load from the save. I mean, we are trying to be the good guys over here. No.
Wanted to break in here, did you?
No. So, it's not always easy to be the good guy. Strong, quick finger, and this. And let's do this. Okay, around here. A good first try. Going smoothly. And there.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Okay, so time to get out of here and have a chat with Lumiere. Have a talk to her.
Pardon me.
Okay. Well, at least we are improving our thieving skills, though we still have something to do. So let's have a chat.
I need to discuss that visit.
Excellent. Let's find...
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
You found something there, didn't you?
I certainly did. In the young lord...
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest, locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different.
Hair?
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the...
But nobody will believe us. We need more...
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that.
Damn it. We're fucked.
And what about 3 witnesses?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost...
And how do you want to do that? I mean,
We'll set someone up.
You want to sacrifice someone?
No, nobody's going to get hurt.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she...
She won't have to.
But you haven't had anything to do with him.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go out. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking.
I'll cause such a scene. They'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't...
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way. You'll be hiding across the way. And I repeat.
Don't worry. We won't...
Okay. I think we will... Oh.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me.
Oh,
So a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Handel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Okay. Ah.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Oh, okay.
Where's Handel?
Handel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gut him, is it? I could help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Okay. So, want to talk now?
Before I finish you off, I have to ask.
I'll tell you. Because
what's right about
all those whores?
You know that's not true. Stanya hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the other...
Rubbish. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced that...
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important... And she would even cheat on our mutt.
Okay.
Confess, then.
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their hole, just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as...
Oh, you're completely mad.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell. It was all Mandalina's idea.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already it. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway. But he was stupid. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue.
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that she'd started an affair with Master Handel, while she was also spreading her legs.
Go on.
That she deserved to die for all her...
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you.
I'm not worried, I'll have you know. They were all nobodies anyways.
Shut your mouth already.
So where is Catherine?
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them.
No!
Why did you do it?
Don't blast.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna...
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God...
And why kill those girls?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his...
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going...
Okay.
And what about Hendel?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But what...
He's going to jump for joy. His mother, a mad woman.
Speak politely.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly.
Okay.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You tried...
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them.
He didn't find that straight.
Out of sight, out of mind. He always felt...
Okay.
There was no blood where Alice was found.
That was up to Thaddeus. I only told him to cut them up
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those...
Do you realise you also killed girls who had no...
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own two eyes.
And what about that alehouse?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him.
But she really had nothing to...
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all... And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to...
And what about Zdenna? All she did was...
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she deserved it. She was a...
I better stop asking.
Burn in hell!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give...
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy...
Don't you dare judge me!
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and...
Our Lord directed me.
Do you hear that?
Okay.
And you want to let...
But that's not justice. Henry, won't you...
I told you, don't you dare...
Put away that knife, Catherine.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to it.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
That won't happen.
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff and...
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into... And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit.
All right then, you last of the righteous.
Don't worry.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. You think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Can we just...
Okay.
As you wish. But still, it was damned up.
Aye, that it was.
Tell us, Lumiere.
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now.
It ended well. And I didn't even...
I'm surprised it worked out. Both of them must...
Well, if it came to it, I would have had to bring you both in as well.
They didn't admit to it.
Sort of. The servant shouted that he was forced into it by Mandalina. And Mandalina completely lost her mind.
My God.
Oh, if she had an ounce of sense, she would never have started murdering.
Thaddeus will hang. No doubt about that. And Mandalina, she'll be punished and not hurt anyone.
And what will you do, Catherine?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see.
And what will you do now?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't.
Won't you go back to drink?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just...
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess and all...
Yes. You helped me when I was in need. And
Helping others is the best thing a person can do.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important...
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself.
That's not entirely...
I'm talking about innocent people. No more...
Well...
Thank you, lad. You prevented future...
I thank you both.
Here you are. As a keepsake.
Yes. Here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere.
Okay. So, let's actually have those perk points, or point. Speech, Battle Cry, Final Offer, Dreaded Warrior, Hustler, Adept of Mystic Battle Cry 2. Yeah. So, I think that's actually everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. Quality RPGs.